So man, I joke with my kids all the time when they do something stupid or just don't do what I ask them to do, or we joking and shit. I say, I'm gonna take y'all ass out my wheel. You ain't getting shit. And you know what I'm saying? And I know you guys just had a funeral to go to. RIP to Mom Dukes, you know what I'm saying? So that led into I know you put this up here, leaving the kids an inheritance and everything like that. I mean, we was left with a little bit of stuff when Dad passed away and things like that. So in terms of leaving the kids an inheritance, what do you think about leaving it? And here's a random question for you: what kind of stipulations would you put on their monetary inheritance?
Okay, so that question's easy. That can kind of take care of itself. But so yes, RIP to we lost our my mother-in-law. I guess about a month, almost a month ago now, a little bit shy of a month ago. And we're still cleaning up with that. And Kim's matter of fact, I think she's trying to get out there next week to deal with some of the stuff with that. But I don't know, it's weird because you hear like celebrities, they talk about like I think what's it? There's just a pledge. Certain billionaires are basically saying that they're not leaving their kids anything in their wills when they pass. They basically gonna have to figure it out themselves, which is interesting. And it sounds like this whole thing, I forgot what the pledge is called, but them kids will be fine because they'll get it while they're here. So I mean, it's not as bad as it may sound on the surface, but yeah, it's one of them things. I mean, and my mother-in-law used to say it all the time. Certain ones got their inheritance while they were living, so they fine. So I mean, I think it's weird. I mean, I think in some respects you should. I mean, so I know you're not Christian, and that's fine. But one of the things if you read your Bible, and one of the charges that you should do is leave your kids an inheritance of some sort, and that's biblical right there, to leave your kids an inheritance and leave your kids in a situation better than what you were. And so from that charge, I mean, yes, definitely you should leave an inheritance, but you shouldn't just be like, hey, figure all this out when I'm gone. Best of luck to you. Because, you know, I've seen the difference when, you know, somebody passes and they ain't got no money. Mm-hmm. It's one thing. Or I've seen the situation where it's a little bit of money and people who are dealing with picking up the pieces think it's more money than they used to. So they acting crazy about it. And so that's the thing. I mean, because I think about like when Dad passed, that could have been real ugly. Very, very, very ugly. I mean, I think if it wasn't for, I mean, I don't want to take all the credit, but if it wasn't for a lot of the if it wasn't for like my mindset, I mean, I'd really say it could have been a lot uglier than what it really was. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of weird to talk about myself like that, but
no, because the way it was fucking set up, it would have definitely caused some fucking issues. But the way you are and how your mindset was, it worked out so everybody could get their piece of the pie and shut the fuck up, basically.
Yeah, I mean, and that's basically what happened, and that's basically what it should happen. But to answer your question on what kind of stipulations I would set up is in my will, I put whatever my assets are in a trust. And the beauty of a trust is you can stipulate to the T exactly what you want to happen to your money. To basically say they get $100 a month forever and ever, amen. To if they don't meet these conditions, they don't get anything. I mean, it can be as detailed as you want it to be. So for me, what I plan to do is put it in the trust instead of stipulations in the trust, and make sure you have a will. So and that's something I need to do better about, is making sure that's all set up. I mean, Kim knows what my wishes are should something happen to me, but
to have it on paper.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's easy in this particular case, but I think as you have adult children, it gets a little more complicated, and I think that's the situation Kim is finding herself in right now. So I mean, I think you should leave your kids an inheritance, but I think as you bring your children up, you should bring them up to a situation to where they know what to do with said inheritance. That they don't piss it off and buy stuff stupid. I don't know. I think you should. I think you should, but I don't think. I mean, and you know your children. I mean, and it's not, once you set it up, it's not set in stone. I mean, if you see them going down a path and you're not a fan of it, you can change things to try to motivate them to other things. Or
Yeah,
I mean, if you want to cut them out, just cut them out completely. I mean, you ain't gonna worry about it. It ain't your concern no more.
they
So
can't call you and bitch about it.
no, mm-mm, mm-mm. So I mean, I think you should, to the best of your ability. I guess is what I'm ultimately trying to say. What do you think?
Fuck them kids. All my shit going to the dogs when I get dogs. No, I'm bullshitting. Um, but as far as me, man, I look at inheritance on several levels, not just the monetary level of inheritance, but you know what I'm
Sure.
saying, who's gonna inherit, like, you know what I'm saying, my personality, who is any of my kids gonna inherit the comedicism path, you know what I'm saying, who's
Sure.
gonna inherit my weapons, who's gonna inherit my swords, who's gonna inherit my hats, I mean, all the way down to like Xbox and
Mm-hmm.
shit like that. But you know, I think it's a good thing to you know, leave your kids that part of you, you know what I'm saying, something that's special between you and that child, specifically in terms of inheritance. Of course, they're gonna get the bread, you know what I'm saying, insurance money, because we're a different breed of people, especially me and you in particular. You know, we just seen a lot of death, we just seen the cost of death, and
Mm-hmm.
we gonna make sure our family don't have to deal with the same kind of bullshit. So you know, money gonna be there, the money gonna be straight. But you know, as far as the other shit, it just depends. Some people put it on a scale on what did this
Mm-hmm.
child, kind of like how people do restaurant servers on how much they're gonna tip them for lack of a for lack of a better expression. You know, how did this child behave? How does this child act? What does this child do? We're gonna divvy this shit out based on that type of shit. And for the most part, I plan on keeping all my shit equal. And you know, I talk to
Mm-hmm.
the kids about that shit all the time. I joke and say, "Oh, you done fucked up. I'm cutting you out my wheel," like I said earlier. But and truth be told, yeah, an inheritance could probably set your child up better than what they were, even your
Oh
adult
yeah.
children. And if you see them, especially if they're doing what they're supposed to do, you know they're gonna be straight. Because the end of the day, as a parent, you take care of your kids while you here, and you make sure they set up so you can take care of them while they gone. At least that while you gone. At least that's what I believe. I tell my grown ones all the time. I don't give a fuck if you grown. I'm gonna look out for your ass, even when I'm in the ground somewhere or in a
Mm-hmm.
furnace, because I'm not going in the ground. But when I'm gone, y'all still gonna be fucking straight. And that's the thing about inheritance for me, is the most important thing, is to make sure everybody's straight, because they will definitely get left something. They ain't gonna be left out there in the wind. And you know, I do got to get my living will and everything like that updated, because I ain't updated that shit since I deployed. That's the last
That's what
time
I
I fucking
figured.
had that shit done. Yeah, so I got to redo that anyway. But all my stuff, insurance stuff, is set up so they'll get it a certain kind of way. And like you said, a trust. I've been wanting to do some more research on the trust for not necessarily my kids, but I want to kind of set up a trust for my grandkids instead. I'm thinking about doing that because yeah,
You can
you
put
got
them
it.
all in there, man.
I know I could, but
I
Nazir,
would.
Nasty Nas is gonna be the first one, so he gonna have a nice little nest egg there,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But yeah, grandkids too, because I know you didn't mention it, but yeah, leaving something for your grandkids. I mean, that's kind of optional, I guess, kind of. But you know, you do want to make sure your legacy is secure. You want to make sure your kids are great, your grandkids are great. You want to make sure that you know all your ducks is in a fucking row, and not just your kids, your spouse too, because you definitely got to leave them something. Because you you don't want the person to just flush your ashes down the toilet because you ain't leave them nothing. That should be fucked up. But yeah, man, the inheritances, man, with kids, I mean, that shit could cause issues if you don't have your shit straight. So it's definitely important to keep your
Yeah.
shit straight, to you know,
Yeah.
keep your family strong, keep everybody tight. Because when it comes to fucking money and shit, motherfuckers get real cutthroat at a fucking funeral, boy. You'll see the worst of motherfuckers at the funeral. That's for goddamn sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's some real shady shit that goes on with when it comes to money and death and stuff. Like people can take that shit with them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the wife went through a lot of that shit when her pops passed. Man, I was
Yes,
just
she
lucky that
did.
everything was pretty much left in your hands as far as our dad to take care of. Sorry, siblings, if y'all feel some type of way. I don't really care. But you know, I'm glad everything was left in your hands because you have that level stoic fucking mindset to make sure everything is straight, and whatever's less of a fucking headache for yourself is what's gonna be the best for every fucking thing. And it's always worked out for you that way. And when it came to getting our coins or whatever. It worked out great, and we was able to pay our grandmother back and make sure everything was fucking situated. So I mean, it just depends on which kid you leave it to too. That's a real heavy thing. Like, which your kids best. Which kid you gonna leave it to? I already know which kid. If Janeke ain't able to handle my affairs, I already know which one of my kids will be handling it. I'm not gonna put that up here right now.
I'm curious. We can talk about that later.
Yeah, I already know which one of my children are gonna take care of everything if my wife can't. So that's really all I think, man. Y'all make sure y'all leave them kids something, man. Do what you can. That's a part of breaking generational curses too. Set them up better than what you were set up for, and let them grow so their kids can do the same, and you'll fucking live forever. You feel me? So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. Do you have anything else?
I was gonna make one point because you did mention leaving them all something. I would say depending on the situation, leaving everything equally is not always fair.
True.
And that's just simply, I mean, I don't want to put all the business out there, but we're kind of seeing that now. And so there's gonna be some hurt feelings real soon.
Hey, they should have did more. They can't be mad if somebody that has.
That's really it. I mean, you can't show up later with your hand out like, "Hey, what's up?"
That's the same concept with everything in life.
Yeah, you don't even respond to the call. So
yeah, you get what you put in. You get what you put into it.
That right there. I mean, inheritance. Yes. That right there will end it right there for us. So let us know what you guys think, because that's the perfect. You get what you put into it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.